Testing, 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 testing. Testing, testing, testing. Alright, let's get started. Let's get started. Oh, what's up, YouTube? It's your boy Keith back with another stock market live trading. Today is 10/22. We are looking at NQ right now. Honestly, y'all, I kinda not in the best of the moods right now. So hopefully I can not let my emotions and stuff affect my trading today. But right now, I'm not in the best of the moods right now. All right. But yeah, we finna check out these charts. Let's see. Go to the daily first on NQ. We dropping down to the daily. Pretty much last night our market analysis we said, hey, NQ, ES, all of them, we can see them coming down to the downside. Just because we closed red yesterday, we got fair value gaps that need to get retested on the daily. So it's like, hey, we could see it come down. It could come down. Only way we're looking for them longs is if we take the previous day high and start building base, or if we come and retest these fair value gaps. Like we said, we got that red candle, so it could indicate, hey, we might want to come retest them fair value gaps. But like we said, hey, if it just squeeze and take the high, we're ready for them longs. Like we said for ES yesterday night, if y'all was in the stream, ES has a little bit more room than NQ, so we might want to take them longs on ES first. NQ is it's so close to the target already, extremely close to the target. But it's still, I mean, y'all know NQ price points, the tickers pay pretty good. It got decent movement, so depending on which one you want. But me personally, I kind of think ES has a little bit more room. But like we said, we want to see if on its daily on NQ, if let me get the drawing tool. Where is it at? I don't even see the drawing tool. It is what it is. Hold up. Where's the 1, 2, 3? I guess we just use this one. Yeah, here it is. Alright. We want to see if we can come down, retest this fair value gap. So like this, break, retest, go. Let me change the color. Alright, just like that. That's what we're looking for today. We're looking for it to come down here and show some rejection. The only thing I did warn y'all about last night was, hey, we can tap it and we can get in, but it's not completely confirmed until we got another green candle. So you can get in, but it'll be like a B plus trade just because you get in off the tap of the fair value gap, but we need to see this turn. Either this candle turn green or Thursday candle has to be green. Okay, we said our movement, if we're gonna shift to the upside, we have to do it by the end of Thursday. Okay, so we got today. It can possibly come tap and shoot all the way up today, or it can do its tap today and tomorrow will be that day we get the green candle. So just really got to be patient. And like I said, we just take the highs of the previous day. So we just take this high right here at this Tuesday candle. If we just take the high of that and we see structure forming above it, we could take the high, take the longs up to the all-time highs and just ride it until the trend stops. But like I said, I don't really like. Y'all see how small that gap is? I really don't like it. If it just shoot straight up, I really don't like it. I just will probably wait until we get above the all-time highs on NQ. Looking at the 1 hour, let's go down to the 1 hour on NQ now. 1 hour on NQ. Currently, we are in no true trend yet. I guess you could say we're somewhat in a downtrend right now. So that could lead us to that fair value gap, like we said, that daily fair value gap that we're looking for, that bounce. Possibly. It could lead us down there, or if we break this trend, we might just shoot straight up, take yesterday's high. Okay? But we just gotta be patient. It's really not a trade right now. So like I said, the two key levels we're looking at is that daily fair value gap and then yesterday's high. So let me mark that out. Yesterday's high of 25,368. Those are the two key points we're looking at. So sitting in the middle of them 2 points, we really don't want to trade. We wanted to go to either side. Okay. Now let's jump over to ES. ES is pretty much the same thing. You're gonna go to ES on the daily. So give me 1 second. But it's pretty much the same thing as NQ. It's just like I said, it got a little bit more room. That's the only thing. Let me remove some of these drawings because these drawings from a long time ago. I ain't been trading ES in a while. Alright, so target is of course the highs on the daily. Can't beat level is right here at 6509. I clicked the wrong tool. 6509.50 is a can't beat level. The levels we don't want to see it go below is this low right here of 65.71.25. Reason why we don't want to see it go below there is because if we're expecting us to go to the all-time highs, this just made that low, right? It just set a low. It was a lower low, but then we made a higher high. We want to see this low stay firm and we just move straight to the highs to take the previous all-time high out. So we kind of want to see it come back, but down to 65.71.25. But the true can't be level is 65.09.50. Okay. Fair value gap on the daily. You see this one, like we said. ES, NQ, SPY. ES is the only one that actually has that tap of the fair value gap. ES is the only one that has that tap already of the daily fair value gap. So all ES needs is just a green candle to form. We just need a green daily candle. We should be good. At least take it to these highs. Potentially, if we close past the highs for the continuation up to the all-time highs. But as you can see, like I said, ES has way more room than NQ. So me personally, I kind of like ES a little bit better than NQ. And NQ is a little bit more of a gamble, especially if we end up flushing. Because shorts can come in if we close inside this daily fair value gap. Shorts can come in, or if we close below, we can be break, retest, drop all the way down to that level we don't want to see get beat. Okay. But right now we in the chop, like we've been saying for the past 2-3 days. We have. Give me 1 second. All right, I got you, Mel. My fault. I am a little bit away from the computer, but like I said, we are in the chop. We got lower low, high, low, higher high, lower low again, higher high. So it's not a true trend yet. Yeah, no problem, man. But yeah, we ain't in a true trend yet. So you gotta be careful. Gotta be careful. We gotta build some type of structure. This could lead us to some structure. Like we said, we got that lower low, but we made a higher high. If this can become a new higher low, and we get that green candle and make a higher high, then we finally got structure to the upside. Okay. So that's what we're looking for, man. like I said, we got to be patient because the two key spots we're looking at is yesterday's high, which is 67.89.75, and this daily fair value gap. We want to see it react to either one of those. Right now, we're sitting in the middle of both. So I'm going to drop down to the hourly. Drop down to the hourly now. And on the hourly, we're currently in a downtrend currently. So like I said, it could lead us down to this daily fair value gap. We just got to see how it reacts here. Like I said, it is a risk taking them loans today, just because we may not push all the way up to close green. So, um, but yeah, that's pretty much it. I really see them shorts coming in. It's coming down to that daily gap. Let's go to gold. Let's check out gold real quick by ES and NQ. Try to move. All right. All right, gold. Let's go to the daily. Go to the daily. All right, gold daily. What we got? Looking at gold. Pretty much gold. We had that short. We made that new lower low. We broke below a daily fair value gap. We're sitting in the daily fair value gap. Now we're trying to see, can this market close below this last daily fair value gap to eventually make another lower low? If you're looking for longs, you have to see us close back above the gap, possibly with a green candle. It could be red, but close back above the gap. Then when you see a break retest, then you can go higher. So we got a little bit of, if you're looking to go long on gold, unless you're scalping, you got a little bit of ways. You got to see like at least about 2 to 3 days worth of candles before we can truly say we want to go all the way back long. Unless we just have a huge massive push straight up to the highs. But honestly, right now, gold is either, I say personally, consolidating or it's going to drop. Um, but yeah, I'm really not looking to take shorts, but if we see it, then we can get in scalping for a little bit. Like I said, we got to see if we can close inside this daily fair value gap. That's the biggest thing. Let's drop down to the hourly though. Check it out. Alright, we down on the hourly. It's in a downtrend, but right now we seeing some pullback with these green candles. See if it's gonna respect this downtrend or not. It just broke this hourly fair value gap. So, like I said, I think we're gonna either consolidate or drop on gold. I don't really see us pushing all the way back up. Alright. So let's go to NQ and ES. MNQ. We're gonna go to MNQ just so we can trade smaller position sizes right now. Alright, we close to our daily fair value gap that we said we wanted to look at and see it react to. This is where we expecting that bounce. Alright. Let's see if once it gets down there, that's when we're gonna look for market structure shift on a lower time frame and potentially take our longs. Now, we gonna take it on MNQ just because like I told y'all, I highly doubt. I mean, unless we get some type of tweet, I highly doubt when we tap this, we gonna shoot all the way up and turn back green. I mean, it can happen, but I say I give it a 60% chance for it to flip all the way back green today if it come tap this daily gap. So, like I said, it's not a true confirm because we need for a break and retest, we need that green to break out, red, and then we need that next green, that second green. Then we're 100% confident in our trade. Where here we got red, more than likely this candle gonna be red. It still can tap it, but it's more likely gonna be a red candle. So we still don't have that green candle confirmation yet. So that's why I said it'll be a B trade. That's why we'll trade it on MNQ. Just in case, hey, in the event that they do want to flish, we'll take a minor loss versus a normal size loss. Okay. So we waiting. We really want to see what it does when it comes down to this daily fair value gap at 25, 160.75. Go down to that 1 hour. And like I said, you could have scalped some shorts, but it's risky. You counter trend trading because you're going against the overall daily bias, which is bullish. So it was risky to take short. We waiting right now. We would like to see this hourly candle close below this previous hourly candle low. So that lower low be formed. Well, the lower low is already formed, but we want to see that close below for that continuation to go ahead and lead us down here to that daily gap. But that's where we're looking to enter in on this daily gap. All right. And yesterday we traded YM and we traded YM yesterday. We realized YM is extremely small account friendly. But I'm gonna tell y'all, if we don't close below this hourly low right here, we probably won't get a trade. We gotta wait till the next hourly candle because we need to close below here to keep that continuation. Um, Not closing below here, we still can get a continuation because if it closes red, that still means go down, but it just might pull back slightly then drop. Versus if it just closed straight past, we might can just completely just straight drop down. So, and the biggest thing we don't want to see is this turn red and then next hourly be green. Then I know, hey, we're finna consolidate, and I really don't want to have consolidation because you ain't gonna get a trade until we break out the consolidation. So I do want this to be red. This needs to close red. We got 20 minutes. We need this to close red, and that next one hopefully be the flush down to the daily gap. This close green though is just gotta wait consolidation. So, man, I want to tell y'all this too. I also added this new thing I want to do for the stream. We're cutting off at I say no later than 10:15. Um, we don't have a trade by 10:15. I just got to cut off because I want to make sure I'm able to trade my NinjaTrader account as well. Y'all know I can't stream while the NinjaTrader is going on just because it um takes so much space up on the computer and it start lagging. So, but every day we've been streaming, we pretty much been getting done around 9:30, 9:45. So I'm just saying that disclaimer just in case we end up not having a trade by that time and I gotta go. So, and today might be that type of day where we the trade won't show up until like 11 or 1 o'clock in the evening. If it end up, like I said, if we end up getting a green counter, we might not see that actual trade until around 11 or maybe even later. So if we actually get a green hourly, it could slow us down pretty bad because that's consolidation. Uh, let me go check out gold chart. Like I said, I really don't expect much from gold either. I think gold gonna consolidate or drop. So it's today really a chill day so far, and I really don't want to be scalping um, until we tap. Not until we tap one of these key levels. So we on gold hourly. We at gold hourly. Like I said, it's in the downtrend. We're trying to see if it's gonna respect the downtrend, but as we can see, it broke this fair value gap. So a close above this fair value gap, I'm thinking we're gonna make that higher high. So as long as we close above this gap, I think we're gonna keep moving up. Like I said, that's gonna make that consolidation because gold daily chart look like it's supposed to go short. But then we on the hourly, and if it break that higher high, that's the uptrend. So that's kind of they both pushing against each other. That's consolidation. Um, and it might be leading up to this hourly gap. Might be trying to lead up to that hourly gap. Like I said, we scalping. We could take loans, but I really don't want to scalp. Honestly, not today. Not after. Yesterday we scalped, but I don't really like scalping 2 days in a row. Dropping down to the 5 minute, especially when I know it's not crazy of a range. 'Cause I don't want to go to my regular goals. If I go to regular size contract, then it's fine, but it's just risky. That's all. And 5 minutes is clearly in the uptrend right now on gold, but the hourly not there yet. Let's go back to the hourly. Hourly is not all the way there yet. For the uptrend, they gotta make this higher high. But it definitely like we finna head towards it though. I say that it definitely like we heading towards it. We go to the daily, see what this daily kind of looking like. All right, all right. Like we said on that daily, if you want to go long, you gotta see us close back above this fair value gap for the daily. So by the end of the day, we gotta close above it. Then you want to see some type of green candle for the breakout. A green candle for the daily, make a breakout. See another see a retest, then go, or it can just break out and shoot straight up to the next gap. But honestly, for them loans, you got a long way to go, man. Only way I can say if you want to get in loans, if you get in at the bottom of the gap, maybe if you really think it's not gonna break it, you can get in at the bottom of the gap and take it right back up. But currently, where it's at, you don't want to mess with it, honestly. It's more consolidation or shorts right now. All right, go check out MES. MES, really just chilling, y'all. Y'all got any questions or something y'all want me to go over? Cause it's really just we gotta wait today. Wait on something to happen today. Mark out yesterday's high. Like we said, this is our key level. We want to see what it does. If it can get up to 67.90, start building structure, we ready to go long. Or like we said, if it come down to the daily fair value gap, we ready to go long. Let's go down to the hourly and look at it. Oh, it's just consolidating, man. We're just in some consolidation right now. And I'm not, like I said, you don't really want to. Our strategy work best in trending markets. You can trade consolidation, but that's not what I ideally like to trade in. As y'all can see, we've been consolidating since, what's that, 10? Yeah, 10. Yesterday. No, what? How many days ago? That's the 20th. Oh, we've been consolidating for a long time. Yeah, that's probably why we've been scalping. I just thought about that. That's why we've been scalping, man. We've been because literally Monday we couldn't trade, and then yesterday we scalped because we've been straight consolidation. We said it yesterday. See, we literally called it. That's why we didn't trade MES and M&Q. Yesterday, I remember we was on stream. I think Rick was in here, and we said, man, MES and NQ are going to consolidate. And look at what happened yesterday. Straight consolidation. Exactly what we said. And what we think today gonna happen, straight consolidation again, unless we break the high or come bounce off this daily gap. This the only way we can get out this consolidation. We gotta break through these two ranges with either direction. Okay? Either direction. As we can see, that's crazy. From October 20th at 9, I think I want to say that's AM. Let me see. Yeah, 9 AM. We've been consolidating all the way to today, which is the 22nd. It's going to be 9 AM again. Consolidation been crazy lately. But we got to break out. That means it's just building energy. When it's consolidating like this, it just means, hey, the market is building energy to either push up real hard or drop real hard. So a lot of times, this is when some good trades start building up, man. It's consolidating like this. Good trades usually come out of it. And also, let me pull up Trading View. Well, actually, yeah. Let me see. Let me pull up. I meant the earnings. I didn't mean to say Trading View. Let me pull up my earnings report because we got a heavy hitter coming out tomorrow. So, like I told y'all, the trade more likely got to happen today or tomorrow. We got a heavy hitter coming out tomorrow. For earnings, we have IBM. Y'all know that's the computer technologies. IBM, and then we have Tesla. Y'all know how Tesla can really move the market up or down. We definitely got some heavy hitters coming tomorrow. I think we got one more. I can't remember. Is this see this earnings or this? Oh, this the calendar. This is we got jobless claims tomorrow at 7:30. Here, let me blow it up for y'all. Tomorrow we have jobless claims at 7:30. That definitely moves the market. So we're gonna be looking out for that. And then at 9 we have existing home sales. That also moves the market. Alright. So we definitely gonna be looking out for them too tomorrow. But like I said, we do have um Tesla and IBM coming out tomorrow. Let me pull that up. Alright, see? Well, actually, is it today? No, it's today. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Yes, today. After the market closed, we got Tesla and IBM. So we got two heavy hitters coming out. And then we got Intel tomorrow. Okay. Intel tomorrow. So the market might be, like I said, it might be building up that energy, that strength. For when these two come out, it either shoot all the way up or shoot all the way down. So we gotta be prepared, gotta be ready. And we also another reason why I know we're gonna get a lot of volatility is because the monthly counter is about to close. We narrowing down to about 9 more days for that monthly counter. So it's y'all know that volatility come when the monthly counter ends. Alright. But right now we just relaxing and chilling. Let me pull up these charts. Look at SPY and QQQ. They still should look the same as ES and NQ, but we can still look at it. See. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. It's a little bit of a boring day. We gotta wait on this market to break out this consolidation. But sometimes, like I said, you will recognize when, hey, today is a good trading day. Today not a good trading day. It's always best to not lose money and not trade than to lose money or blow your account. It's always best. Um, let's see. So SPY, same thing. We need to see this high get broken. If it breaks this high, we want to see that green daily candle close. I mean that daily candle close green above the high for that continuation to them all-time highs at 673.94. Or like we said, come down, bounce off this daily fair value gap. But right now it's just consolidation. We can't do nothing about it. I mean we can't control the market at all. If you want to trade in that chop, you can. But me personally, I'm not. Um, like I said, we traded consolidation yesterday. So we're not gonna risk it today. And we made it out yesterday. We made it out with 260 yesterday, but I really don't like trading in consolidation. Why put yourself at that much risk back to back every single day when you can just wait, be patient, and find a better setup? All right, let's go look at that Tesla chart real quick. I just want to look at it. I think I had charted it up last night. Should be up here. I just had to type it in. Let me type it in. TSLA. Ah, that lag trying to get us. I guess 'cause we got trading view open. Hey, Mel, you got any questions or anything? Anything you want me to go over? Like I said, it's pretty much a chill day today because we gotta wait on the market to break through something. Um, we move this old target. We move that. We can move this. It already beat that level. So now it's a target. All right, Tesla look like it's starting to break high, low, higher, high. So now technically made that uptrend. Now we just need that continuation. We just went on a green daily candle. Green daily candle definitely taking the high at 450. If it can close past 453, we can see it coming up to this 470 for sure. That's about $30 move, $20 move from where it's at. That's a real nice trade on options. Only thing I wish it had, because I don't see it. But dang, oh, it do have it. I just seen it when I just zoomed in. A fair value gap. Ooh, nice. I just seen it when I just zoomed in. I was gonna say I wish it had a fair value gap because it'll be bouncing off of nothing, and I don't really like trades off of like bouncing off of nothing. But it's a daily fair value gap here, so we want to see Tesla come down to 439. I'm gonna set an alert. We want to see Tesla come down to 439 and respect it. Give us that green data. Honestly, I'm gonna tell y'all this. This is what I think Tesla gonna do. It's gonna come down here to the daily gap, close red, and then because the earnings is today and after the market close, it's gonna close red, and literally it's a gamble once it do that. Because since it closing red and it's gonna touch the gap, it's a gamble because if it don't close inside the gap, if it don't close inside the gap, it can still come down because it's a red candle. So the earnings can literally just make it flush straight down. Or it can push up because it didn't close inside the gap. You know, it can push up, make that higher high, and continue going higher. Now, if it closes inside the gap, that's a different story. If it closes inside the gap, then more than likely we can say we're confident in the shorts. But just the tap of the gap and closing red is not. It can go either way. So, the only way we can say we confident is if it tap the gap, close inside it. You can say shorts, or if it tap the gap and flip green, you can say longs. Um, that's the only way. But I do definitely expect us to tap this gap today. And if we don't tap the gap at all and it just close red, I expect that flush because it still should be coming down. All right, let's test it though. Let's go back to our what's called though. I just wanted to look at that Tesla chart real quick. Go back to ES and MNQ. We on the hourly. Like I told y'all, it look like it's gonna close red like we said. I just told y'all that this next candle it's probably gonna pull back slightly, but it has to be that flush down to this daily gap. Because if it close green, if we get any green hourly candle, just go ahead and add. We're gonna have about 2 hours of consolidation. If we get any type of green hourly candle, we're gonna have the next 2 hours is gonna more likely be a consolidation. So we gotta keep seeing these red hourlies until we get to this daily gap. Turning green gonna mess it all up. Oh man, it's just chill, boring. I ain't gonna lie, it's a chill and boring day at the same time. But we keeping our profit. So let's look at it. We on the 4 hour right now. I'm on the 4 hour if anybody wanna know. I'm just looking at the 4 hour. 4 hour we made a higher high, made a low, but we don't have another higher high. We made another lower low though. So it's consolidating on almost every time frame is consolidating. The daily, 1 hour, the 4 hour, the 5 minute, everything is consolidating. Um, everything is consolidating. But then, like I said, we push up, we'll break out this. Because look, we consolidated over here back at the beginning of the month, October 2nd. Y'all see how we was consolidating multiple days? And like I told y'all, when it consolidate, it's setting up for a big move. And what it did, it consolidated from October 1st all the way to October 10th. And what happened? It built all that energy and it flushed real hard, real big move. See that? Real big move. So same thing over here. We might not consolidate as many days as this, because usually when it come revisit the consolidations period, it'll consolidate for like half the time. So if this took 9 days or 10 days, basically, this one might be 4 to 5 days of consolidation, more than likely. It might could be less, but This is the same area right here. This is the exact same area when we flush down real hard. So we break out this consolidation. That's what we're looking for. Either break below the consolidation and we take them short, or break above, take them longs. But we know what? It's building up a lot of energy. Building up a lot of energy to either go higher or lower. And it's gonna be a big move whichever direction. But I always look to the left because when you look to the left, you can see the market repeats itself all the time. So we know, hey, it consolidated here to build energy to do a big move. Yes, it was to the downside. Well, we know, hey, it's building energy here again to either go up or down. If sellers came in and said, hey, we don't want price to be up here, and they flushed it down, they said price shouldn't be up there this time. If it come up here and it start flushing, that means sellers saying, hey, MES should not be that price. It's going to shoot it all the way down again. Or if at this point, uh, buyers saying, hey, MES is supposed to be up here, and it pushes past and it start building above, we can see it just shoot up and start running. Because now it's saying, hey, at first it wasn't worth it back at the beginning of the month. Now it is worth it. And really it's undervalued so it can push up higher. Okay. That's all we waiting on. We're waiting on this consolidation to break, man. That's all we waiting on. We sitting right in it. Sitting right in it. Alright, let me go back to that hourly because we should be about to close this hourly counter. Like I said, it should be red. This next one, we want to see it slightly pull back. And then we want to just see it come straight down here at this point. This next red. Oh, oh man. And so it sucked that it's a consolidation day. Cause I think I had showed y'all about 2-3 streams ago. I had also got another Apex account and passed it. And we just activated it yesterday. I activated it yesterday. We got our first trade on it yesterday, made like 118 on it. But I was gonna trade. That's what I was gonna trade after I get done with the stream. But if we in this consolidation, it's not. It ain't nothing for me to trade. So I gotta see. I want to see us break out this consolidation. Honestly, even a stock sitting in consolidation, like we said, Tesla is sitting there. We got to see Tesla come down too. So we got a lot of stuff need to come down to retest them daily fair value gaps. Matter of fact, that's probably what we're gonna do. I can at least do that for the stream if we can't catch a trade. I'm probably gonna just chart up some charts and y'all watch me chart them up and see what I'm looking for. All right, because we're gonna set alerts for when they hit these daily fair value gaps. But other than that, we're gonna just wait. I mean, we just gonna try to. So let me set my alerts for spot QQQ when they get close to them daily fair value gaps or them previous day highs, and then we're gonna try to. So just that daily fair value. I'm gonna set it here. I think I'm gonna set it here. I'm gonna set it before it get to the gap so we can go have time to jump over to the chart. And let me put it on QQQ. And the reason I'm putting my alerts on SPY and QQQ is because they're the same as ES. Um, they're the same as ES. They're the same as NQ. It's just they're the stock version. So, and I told y'all my trading view, I don't have that real time data for futures. So by the time it's hit the alert for my trading view, it'll be way behind. We don't want that to happen. Right. So we got the high alerted. We got right before it get to the daily gap alerted. So we should be good now. Yeah, we should be good. I'll bring it down just a little bit more. You can go check SPY. SPY. Bring it down just a little bit more. Alright. So these alerts should go off when they either take one of the two. and we should see it come on the side of the screen. But let's go ahead and chart up some of this stuff. Let me go look at Meta. I ain't been looking at Meta in a while, man. I've been wanting to go long on Meta about a week ago, and I missed the trade. Um, I wanted to go long on Meta like last week, and I already missed most of this movement. But I still see you can have pretty much a nice squeeze. Let me remove these drawings. So we on Meta right now. Give me 1 second. Remove drawings. All right, Meta Daily. We sitting on Meta Daily. If anybody want to know where we're at, we're on Meta Daily. Actually, Let me move this over here so I can see it also. All right, we're on Meta Daily. Let's do our top-down analysis. We're gonna check it out and see what we can find for Meta. All right. All right, looking at this daily on Meta. First, let's start at the monthly. I want to see what this monthly, since we finna close the monthly. All right, right now we're turning green. We might be trying to head up to make this higher high, which is at 794. If this month can turn green, we still got hope for that 794 to get taken. I definitely can see if we close green, I definitely see us coming up to 773 though, for sure, for next month. Alright. But it's clear as day on this monthly is what? We got a higher high, then we made a lower low, but then we made another higher high. If we can break this high here, we back in structure for an uptrend. We back in structure. Because right now, that lower low and that higher high, no structure, that's signs of consolidation. But like we said, we just got this low. This can be a new higher low if we take the high. We got to take the high of this red candle. At 795.71 is the high of that red candle. But it's looking like we closed green this month. It definitely look like we at least coming up to 773. Then it just depends on how we react when we get up there. Can we push all the way up to 790? All right, weekly. Same thing, just like with the monthly. Had a higher high, we had that low, then we end up making a lower high, lower low. So now it's more on the bear side right now at this most recent spot, but we don't have no structure. We had a high and then we made a lower low. So we don't got no true structure yet. We want to see if this market can end up pushing back up, making this high again. But that'll lead us to that all-time high. We end up making that high, will lead us to that all-time high. But currently on the weekly, we're getting these green candles. It either can be a lower high. The only way it'll be a lower high is if we come flush right back down and take the low of these green candles. And it has to be a red candle in the mix when it comes down. Or this can lead us up, like we said, it can start changing us into an uptrend. So we could see green, a red, and then pop green again, that make a higher high. That'll lead us to these 790s right here. Okay, that's that weekly. All right, we're finna move down to the daily. And I need the way I got, let me see something. The way I got them, top step, where it shows on the background, I'm about to put that on here. Where it shows what I'm on the background. Watermark. Ticker, interval. I think that's good. Alright, so now it say Meta 1 day. I don't know if y'all can see that, but say Meta 1 day. Alright. Now, like we said, on the monthly, no structure. Daily, weekly, no structure. Daily, we actually starting to build structure on the daily. We got a high, low, higher high. We just made another high. Even right here, you could say low, high, low, higher high. See that? We built structure. Um, Built structure on Meta. Meta actually kind of look nice. Still to go long. It still look nice to go long. I told y'all I kind of wanted to go in last week, and it still look nice for a long because we made that high right here with this red candle, right? By making that high with this red candle, and then we just push green. If we can close green here, our stop loss is all the way up here versus being all the way down here at first. So now that stop loss is brought all the way up. The next target, the next high that we even got to go to is, well, we do got a fair value, a regular gap here. So we got to see how it reacts here, which we already tapping into. But the next true high that we got is all the way over here at 761. So it's a lot of space for middle. Y'all looking at middle, it's a lot of space. It's at 739. It can go all the way up to 761. Um, that's huge. That's huge. That's huge. The only thing look like it's stopping is this fair value gap here. But closing green after tapping the fair value gap, we still can keep moving up. As long as we don't see a red candle come after it. That's the biggest thing. As long as we don't see a red candle come on that daily, we still saying look, go long or metal. So this literally look beautiful. I ain't gonna lie. Metal looks beautiful for a long right now. Especially if we can close green. That's this the biggest thing. Meta has to close green right here. Um, it has to close green today. Even though we said, hey, we expect SPY, we want SPY, QQQ, all them to come down. Meta got to somehow still close green for the day. Because if it close red, then it's not ready yet. Um, but it definitely looked nice, especially for almost a $20 move, man. That's crazy on Meta. Like $20 move, you spend like 100, you probably gonna make like nine to like $1,100. So you make 900 or $1,100 if it go all the way up there off of $100. So that's potential nice movement though. Honestly, that's all we're looking for. We're just watching it how it react on this gap though. Cause like I said, I don't really see no other gap in the way. Once it breaks that gap, yeah, it's not really no other gap in the way. It's just this one gap in the way, and we're coming into it with some bullish momentum. So, all right, let's go look at CrowdStrike. I haven't looked at CrowdStrike in a while. CrowdStrike, CrowdStrike, CrowdStrike. I ain't even looking in a while, and it's following our setup to a T. All right. So I really don't even gotta draw nothing. Uh, the daily for CrowdStrike right now it's on the bearish side for structure wise, but right now bulls are in. We trying to see if we can make that high right now. Make that high, we need to close past it for that continuation to lead us to the all-time high. That's all it is. We do got the break of this daily gap. We get a red candle, then we expect a retest, and we should see it bounce back up. On that retest, if we get a green candle, we taking that long. So, say one red daily candle come, we want to see that retest. Wait on the green daily, go long. It should be leading straight to the all-time high. Let me see. Rick. It says Meta is expected to go up. Okay. I expect Meta to go up. Where you had seen it? You must read it off of something, or you heard it that it's expected to go up. But based on the charts, it's definitely expected to go up to me. Um, this is CrowdStrike. CrowdStrike. So CR here, you probably can't see with them. It's CRWD. CrowdStrike. That's the security, cybersecurity. So put CRWD, and I'm on that one day. I'm on a daily. Oh, 1-day CrowdStrike. All right, and this is cybersecurity. So I love trading CrowdStrike just because we always Tesla just hit something. Let's see, he just said Tesla hit something. Okay, Tesla came down to that entry level. It just depends on, is it gonna stay? Is it gonna stay above this daily fair value gap, or is we gonna close inside? So Tesla did what it needed to do today. So we on the Tesla chart right now. If anybody wondering, I had clicked on my alert over here when it popped up. Tesla did what it needs to do. Now it just gotta close, man. Um, honestly, if Tesla can flush and close below, I'm probably gonna grab some shorts right before the end of the day, because it might be coming all the way down to 411. Honestly, might be coming all the way down to 411 just off them earnings. Um, but like I said, if it failed to close inside here, if it closed inside here, I don't really don't like it. But if it failed to close above, more than likely them loans is not gonna come through. Unless it touched the bottom of it and then still fail to close above, then it might come in. But so we're gonna set alert if Tesla comes to the bottom of the gap. If it comes to that bottom of the gap, because we really don't care what it does up here at this point. Once it touches the top, we really don't care what it does up there. Um, we just, unless it somehow closes green, that's the only way. That's the only way we care about Tesla. If it somehow closed green today, it closed green. I'm telling y'all, Tesla loans, because that earnings gonna drop soon. The market closed was like at 5 p.m. today. So if it closed green, it's taking this high for sure. It's probably gonna come test this high. If it can push past that high off from earnings though, we definitely coming up to that 470s. But it literally did what it needed to do. I told y'all, hey, Tesla gotta come down to that 439. What happened? Came down to 439 shortly after we just said it. We just gotta see what it's gonna end up closing like. But let me go back to CrowdStrike. I'm going back to CrowdStrike. I just had to see because that alert popped up. At first, I thought it was our Spine QQQ alert. I thought it was time to get in the trade, but not just yet. All right, like we said, CrowdStrike though really don't gotta draw nothing up because it's pretty much doing what we expected it. Oh, I can change this to red. I'm gonna make it a little bit more red. It ain't all. It's like 85% solidified. It's solidified in this mini trend. But we look at the overall trend. Our solidified level will be all the way down here once we take the highs. I'm gonna make that a little bit more red than it is. But CrowdStrike, honestly, we biggest thing we trying to see what CrowdStrike does when it gets to these highs up here. Dang, what did I don't know what I just clicked. Let's delete that. We want to see what CrowdStrike does when it gets up here to 511. That's the biggest thing. Either when it comes to 511 or if, like I said, we get a red candle, we want to see that bounce off the daily fair value gap down here at 497. If we get a red daily candle. But, and that's a nice move on CrowdStrike. If we get that red candle and then get our first green, say it's come at like 500, taking it all the way up to 517, a nice move on CrowdStrike. And the thing with options, y'all, with futures, if y'all watching here with futures we gotta close, especially if we got a profit, we gotta close the same day. Options, their contracts last for the whole week. So if you buy a contract on Monday, you don't have to sell it until Friday if you don't want to. So you got a little bit more time to let your trade play out with options, if anybody was wondering. All right. Let's go check out IBM since they got earnings also just like Tesla after the close. IBM daily. IBM. That's the symbol. If anybody want to follow along, it's IBM. I'm on a 1 day chart. IBM 1 day chart. IBM. We had that high up here. So literally the solidify level all the way down here. That's crazy. Like literally the solidify level is all the way down to 232. We gotta mark it up. That's huge drop it can have. I marked this out. This should be a light pink. This shouldn't even be. This should be a light pink. Cause that's not. It's not always. It's solidified within this trend, but it ain't solidified all the way. Um, what I was gonna say. Right now, we just solidified this level. If we can close green today, we just solidified this low here at 281.35. All we gotta do is just close green today. That's it. Honestly, biggest thing with IBM, we want to see if it closes above this daily fair value gap. Close above this daily fair value gap, build some structure. It's definitely going long up to 290 for sure, which is the next fair value gap. Close above there, we don't have nothing in the way. It should go all the way to the all-time highs. All right. So actually, right now, this might be the best time to get an IBM loan. If we close green, though, that's the thing. I think we're gonna close green. I highly doubt IBM gonna drop that hard. Let me see. I'm gonna go to the hourly right now. Yeah, IBM candles look like they only move about what? Let's see. It opened here at 282, 283. Yeah, it look like it only move about $2-3 a day, which this is at $3 mark right here. Cause we opened up at no, actually it's past the $3. No, it's at the $3 mark. We opened up at 282. We at 285, almost 286 right now. So if it can push past and come up to like 287, 288, I'm almost certain we're gonna close green today. So it'll be a it'll be a good trade to take them long. So if we can come up to 288 on just tap it. We ain't even gotta close up there. Just tap 288. I don't really see IBM coming all the way back down. All right, to close red. So IBM, let me go back to the daily. IBM loans definitely look good. If we can come get 288 today. If we get 288 today, I say grab IBM loans, aim for 290. Potentially that earnings probably go push it up to 293. If we can break and hold 293, easily go up to 301. Easily. Easily. Alright, let's go back to our top step accounts because it's 9:21. I told y'all I'm gonna have to end at around 10:15. Go back and look and see if we're anywhere close to being ready. Hold up. Matter of fact. See if we're anywhere close to being ready. Almost. I mean, we got some droppage. Like we said, if we expected this hourly to pull back and then drop, but we needed drop to come tap this level, man. We almost there though. It did what we said it was supposed to do. We said it's supposed to pull back slightly, then drop. That what it did. It pulled back slightly, got this drop, but the drop not all the way there just yet. Let's go drop down to the 5 minute. We're on the MES 5 minute. If anybody want to know, MES 5 minute.